Okay, so super quick how to replace an airflow proving switch in a Seasons 4. So real quick, we're just going to go over this P32AF-C1 pen controller super quick. Okay, so here's the pen controller right here. So you see this right here, this is your adjustment for pressure, right? So what it does is it takes the low pressure and then takes the high pressure that goes in the back, and you can see for this one that's already installed, the low pressure fitting on the front, the high pressure fitting on the back. So low, high, takes the differential between the two, and the differential is greater than, you look right there, you see that little screw right there, it's like maybe 0.75, maybe 0.875 inches of water column, then it will activate the switch. And so according to this puppy here, which is the directions, it activates by transferring voltage from B to Y. So B, I'm guessing, is blue and Y is yellow. So you see right there, so the voltage is normally here, so this is your common voltage, you see that R right there, common voltage goes right there, B is right there, the pressure gets to the right pressure differential that it requires, it switches over the yellow. That's how it does it. Okay, you can even look at the one that's set up in your unit, same exact way. Okay, yeah, so we got to make sure that these are set the same. They are set the same. So you see this, there's a little screw in the side right there that will set that to whatever inches of water column you want, and this one is set to the same amount, so we're just going to leave it there. Maybe if you dig into the Seasons 4 literature there might be more, but I think that's ample and fine to do. So all you got to do is swap it out, you know, verbatim, put it up with the hookup. So we're going to look over here, we're going to see it's hooked up on the side, I believe. Maybe it's hooked up on the inside, right? And then we're gonna have to take out those fittings, those plastic fittings there. We're gonna take those out, screw those plastic fittings into there. Now real quick, we're also just gonna go over here, we're gonna inspect the hoses. So I just want to show you so you can see this, the way that I decided to do it was it's referencing this room's air compared to the air inside the ductwork. So you can see the high pressure line goes right there, goes up into your ductwork. Low pressure line just kind of hangs out down there. So basically what it's doing is it's going, does it have any type of airflow that's over 1 inch of water column? If it does, it's good to run. So now I'm going to put that together and kind of show you, you know, just pop it into place and whatnot. But just to let you know, you got to make sure you put on this conduit. Make sure you do that. Okay, yeah, I'll put it in place now. By the way, worth mentioning, got to power down the unit's powered down. Also, just worth mentioning, why do you want to replace the air fan, the air flow proving switch, is because if you look at the way that it's connected, R and all your other functions are connected there. So you see, if this proving switch does not prove it right, you will not get voltage to R, and you cannot run any other functions in your unit. So there's that. Before I took it apart, I put this little thing on there that says, you know, that's yellow. Because, you know, it goes up to yellow, and I took a picture of it just because, you know, might as well be extra safe. Now you see that fitting just comes right off, and then it just goes right into there. Okay, and the direction says to only hand tight it and then turn it 1.5 turns, so you know you don't want to tighten it up too much. Now also, just to let you know, it ends up that this thing seems to only be held on by this nut right there, so it doesn't appear that this is connected anywhere except by that nut in the back. So we're going to loosen up that nut, pull that out, you know, pull out that fitting that you see right there and put it into each other. We'll swap it over, should be good to go. All right, super quick. Now you can see yellow to yellow, red to red. That cable's put on right, the collar's on right there. The fittings are on, good to go. We can put it back in place and then thread on this puppy. That's all we got to do left. But really quick, I'm just gonna go test those tubes. Now you could spray degreaser in them. You could take compressed air and blow in them. Just make sure they're clear, that they're see-through. There's nothing blocking them, because that could have caused the issue too. I probably should include that in my first video, that you want to check those tubes to make sure that that isn't the issue. All right, and that they are connected properly. You know, that it's connected, one to the high side, one to the low side, and that you can blow through them easy with compressed air or your breath or whatever. And if it grosses you out, then, you know, get compressed air or something. So yeah, just inspect it. You know, there's nothing in there. It doesn't look like there's anything blocking it. All right, now we're gonna put it in. All right, so this puppy's hooked up. See, bottom's hooked up, back's hooked up, screwed in place. Everything's good to go. Now let's start her up, see if she works. So is it working? I would say yes, because you can see that the heat's going right now. The way to check, come over here. We're gonna put this stuff to a ground over there, you see. You know, it's touching that metal, and now we're just gonna check 25 volts on red. I mean yellow, 25 volts on red, no volts on blue. And you can also obviously check them across to one another too. So this thing's running good. That's how you put in it. That's how you do it. That's how you put in air flow safety in the seasons 4, something like that. Yeah, like, subscribe, all that.